Because you know the thing about tomato ketchup is there's not that much tomatoes in there.
Tomato ketchup was sold in pharmacies back in the day as a medicine.
I believe him. I don't know why, but he's speaking with so much.
Honestly,
What we're gonna give me a $5?
No, I'll just leave it alone and then just put it out. Just put this out.
Well, no, actually, I'm going to clear it up right now.
Thank you.
And it's important that I clear it up.
Thank you.
Because maybe we can distribute some ketchup to a few filthy fellas who might need it. Because in the 1830s, tomato ketchup was sold as medicine that could cure ailments like diarrhea, indigestion, and
Jaundice.
jaundice.
Oh.
No way!
You need ketchup.
Dylan, I might need one of those, you know.
He don't mean one.
You got the egg. You gave me the egg.
I
What do you
hate
give
egg
it?
and the hot. I'm in good form, you know.
Boys, has anyone watched the TV show Kin?
Yes, I finished it, and
Just.
I'm waiting for the next season.
Is it going to be another
Next
season?
of
Yeah,
kin.
there is.
What's it about? Family.
What is it?
Irish.
It's the Irish mob crime family thing.
Hold on.
Yes.
Kin.
Yes.
Kin.
Jeez.
Yeah, no, I know. But
Short
it's
for
Kinsella.
and
Kinsella.
also kin, brother, family.
Oh
kin,
yeah,
next
yeah.
of kin.
But I know what you're thinking.
Yeah.
That's not what you were thinking.
No,
So hold on.
that's not what he was thinking. No.
Bring me in.
No, there's just a famous Irish mob family with the word kin in their name.
I had someone in my studio yesterday who's like
Allegedly.
one of the old like crime bosses. Like he must be around 85 or something like that. 80s old. Ronnie something, but he's like one of the Cray
Era. Yeah.
Not Ronnie Cray.
Yeah, era.
But
I
as
think
in
they're
that
both
era,
no longer
like
with us, right?
Any Ronnie is bad news.
all Ronnies.
Yeah. Ronnie.
Ronnie, Mason.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like there's certain names.
I've got a little white nephew called Ronnie. Ronnie Wild.
A white one.
Ronnie Wild.
You got a little white nephew.
That, do you know what he's going to become? That's a wonder kid.
No, he's a good kid at the moment as he goes. I thought he was going to go after Rails. I'll type Ronnie, watches us. He loves the filthy fellas. But he's the one that come up to me and he went, Kev, he went, how comes I don't have a black dad? He went, all the kids at my school got black dads. But he's from Hertfordshire. Like, sort of, yeah.
Hold on. I'm confused. So everyone in Hertfordshire's got what?
Yeah, that's what all the mandems moved
Oh,
to,
no,
bro.
everyone's gone.
Yeah, everyone's
I didn't know
over
that.
there.
That's a thing, bro.
That's a
What?
thing.
It's a thing where it's like
and
there's now
and
a
Ipswich.
certain percentage of.
Yeah, they're all in Hertfordshire. North guys are in Hertfordshire.
That's not what
East guys are in Essex.
he's talking about. Racial percentages.
Yeah, that's what I'm
not
talking about. Yeah.
geographical percentages.
Well, he said everyone's got a black dad.
I've changed. Okay. I didn't keep up. It's true. It's cool.
Did they say what the mum is?
I'm guessing.
So mum's the white lady, I think.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay.
Story-wise.
Hertfordshire's got a big future then.
Bare ballers.
Athletes.
Bare ballers.
There's a lot of pace over there.
A lot of fullbacks. Kin's good because it's got a very diverse cast. It's got Mayor Carcetti from The Wire, but it's also got the guy from Hollyoaks who used to be a gangster.
How long is this? Because I've got fight week from tomorrow, so I'm
2
going to...
seasons.
I've only got first season on Netflix. Is the other one on BBC?
No,
Yeah.
iPlayer.
I'm going to need to go watch second season, yeah.
Listen to me, T. That girl. You know what girl I'm talking about?
The wife.
No.
The missus.
Yeah.
No, the mixed race one.
Oh.
Yeah.
Where
Eddie's.
you up to? Let's forget about it.
I finished it.
No, there's some good-looking women in that show, man.
Yeah.
Every TV show now, they know what they're doing.
I think there was a period in like 2020, 2021, 2022 where it was everyone had to be like, we had to get one person from this race and this and everything.
Well, they
else.
went alternative.
And now it's back to like,
yeah.
now we got to
Nah,
sell
let's
this
get someone
stuff.
buff.
Let's
Yeah,
get
yeah,
good-looking people in this.
She still, I don't know about now, but there was a story, and this was only a few months ago, that she obviously still works, the girl. And she kept getting seen out.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I was like, oh, wow.
She should be in Hollywood.
Yeah, she's wicked.
I went out for the first time in a long time.
Congratulations.
You got to get out.
And I forgot about the filthy conversations you have, the filthy interactions. And I got they always challenge Miles's Northwest card. And I keep telling them, guys, stop it. Like every black human in NW10 is Miles's family.
Not only family, bro. They like him.
Yeah.
No,
Like-
what's
like-
not to like about Miles?
How do you not like Miles?
Yeah.
Like, I get how.
I may be meeting different people then. Because when I see it, they say he's a dickhead.
What, in NW10?
It's not dickhead like he's a dickhead. It's like dickhead like, is he like that in
He'll
real
get
life?
you, yeah, like,
Kind
he'll
of
get you.
dickhead.
I told T about this. So my dad, I've gave him my YouTube premium. So he's on my algorithm now.
Is it worth it?
I'm on his algorithm.
Is it worth
Yes.
it?
Yeah,
Bro, I haven't
100%.
seen that advert in years.
Yeah, man. And you can play it offline, all the rest of it, right? But he goes to me, he went, oi, you. He went, leave Miles alone. I said, what? He went, yeah, you always picking on you. You said you was going to poet him the other day, jump over the table. I was like, Dad, leave it. And he went,
Your dad sounds like a Ronnie, you know?
oh yeah, he's from there. Yeah. Trust me. Yeah.
Ronnie Stevens.
He went, who's the white guy that takes control and that? I went, Tego. He went, yeah, he knows what he's talking about him. I said, mate.
I love it.
Is he Moyes in or Moyes out? Your dad?
Moyes out, man. He's been Moyes out from years.
We should get what your dad thinks weekly.
Yeah.
That's not a bad idea.
It's a
Yeah.
good idea.
Oh, mate, it's a nonsense. You know who he watches?
It's a what?
It's a what?
It's a nonsense. What
I
my
thought you
dad
said it.
Oh, no.
They not like us. They not like us.
But what does that mean? It's a nonsense.
Well,
Anyway.
he said we should get what your dad says. I said it's a nonsense. Like he talks nonsense. It makes sense.
I would even
It
say
makes
it's
some
a
kind of sense.
Yeah.
It's a nonsense. Crazy.
Not even he is. It's.
Oh, here he goes. The water in.
Well, you can't do that to your dad.
Don't laugh, mate. Come on, allow it, bro.
You can't do that to your dad.
It's a what?
Bro, you can't even do that to your dad accidentally.
Nah, no way. Big up, Dad, man. He watches now.
100%. Yeah. Thank you. You're right.
I'm guessing we're not. Are we doing anything about football today? 'Cause
Yes,
if not,
yes.
We are.
Yes.
Oh, if not,
Well,
what though?
before then, should we talk about the nonsense?
Sure.
Don't do that.
Whoa. Which nonsense?
Because there's a lot of nonsense allegations.
Well, actually, it's funny you should mention that because I did say before you came in, I need to talk about it today because I'm sure Dan doesn't know what's going on. But it sounds like you know what's going on.
I've listened to the last song, which is Drake's.
Where
What's it called?
his press release.
The Heart Part 6.
His press release.
Is that what it's called? It has it. I just saw it started like a screenshot.
Yeah.
That one. And I thought it sounds more like we're in dissing season. You know what I'm saying? Like
That was
I'm
him
not sure.
pulling out.
Every other beat I heard just sounded a little bit like, nah. Like, you know what I'm saying? It
No,
sounded a bit
that
weird.
was the end of it.
Yeah.
He retired at the end of that.
That's good.
White flag. It was a white flag.
Was that a white flag?
What you
Because
heard.
I feel like that flag wasn't white enough. Like that flag, yeah, it's
Was that ambiguous
That
flag?
sounds about
bare
right,
dirt
though.
on it. It's like, yeah, you're talking about me being a nonsense.
nonsense.
But if I was on nonsense, I'd be in
I
jail.
wouldn't be able to. Yeah, exactly.
Why would you put that in a song?
It's crazy.
I get the maths behind it, but you don't write that and give it to the world. Like you say that.
You say that to your brethren.
You say that to your brethren.
behind closed doors. Bro, I'd be in
You
jail,
can maybe
bro.
go on like a podcast and say it.
Yeah.
And then be like, and here's a billion hours of
Drake
context.
said, he said, I'm too famous to be a nonsense.
That's a bad line anyway, because nonsenses.
worst. They are-
Some of the nonsenses
Are
are
famous,
massive.
yeah.
They're massive.
Biggest stars.
Not that I'm saying he is a nonsense or was ever on nonsense, but Kendrick Lamar was calling him Michael Jackson through the whole thing.
But hold on. Okay. Well, Miles won't like that.
My dad's not nonsense, by the way. Just want to clear that up.
Your dad's totally no nonsense.
He's
no
nonsense.
No nonsense.
No nonsense.
So clear that up, mate.
He's a Ronnie, not a
Yeah,
Drake.
he's a Ronnie.
No nonsense.
So that's all you've heard.
Yeah, I've heard that there's a lot of allegations. Drake's defending himself. For me, they're both way past their prime.
Anyway, we're going to talk about football because that's what we're here for. We're going to talk about the players who have disappointed us the most this season. And there's a lot.
Gosh.
There's a lot. There's been a lot of very
Has
disappointing
this
players.
been in the group?
Yes, of
And I
course it
haven't
has. No,
seen
you've
it.
done your list. Don't worry
Alright,
about it.
I've
You've
done
done your list. But before we get into that, we're going to run through the panel. From my left to my right, he is representing for 40 years of WrestleMania. It was Backlash this weekend. Cody Rhodes beat AJ Styles, I believe.
Okay.
His name's STEVO the
He
Madman.
said okay.
Yes. Yes, people. STEVO the Madman, man with the gap,
King of Snap.
king of snap. Thank you for that. But
Hey. That landed well.
Next on the panel, his name's Jordy, and he knows that Triple H said that he's talking to Sadiq Khan about getting WrestleMania to London.
And a lot of people are angry at Sadiq Khan for that.
Wow, people are angry about Sadiq Khan for everything.
Why?
I don't know.
What's there to be mad at
I
that?
don't think they want WrestleMania.
Well, they're mad at him.
Yeah. But Sadiq Khan could tweet anything and they'll just say, shut up, man. Block you.
Congratulations on your win, Sadiq Khan.
Oh, you won, yeah?
Yeah. Next on the panel, he's our cultural correspondent. He keeps up with everything going on in the culture. He's got his finger on the pulse, but he also has someone putting nails in his tire. His name's Savage Dan.
Yeah. Woke up.
One tie down.
Tire's gone.
mate,
I
when
lost
we
split.
catch them,
Huh?
I'm on it. I got
I don't
anger.
know, man. Do you know what? I'm waiting for the next thing to happen now because they say it happens in threes.
Mm.
So I'm just hoping it's not something that's too expensive.
Have you had the
Just
second one yet?
Well, I'm counting that as 2.
It's 2, yeah.
That was tire and alloy. Oh, yeah. I think I know what's gonna be third.
Go on.
I am. When does this come out?
Friday.
I'll be this week in Marbella, and I think it's gonna happen there.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna. Yeah. I think it's gonna happen
I
there.
reckon you might chip a tooth.
I hope not, because last time I came home with no tooth, my bird wasn't too happy.
I can imagine.
But I told it's my tooth.
Next on the panel, Let Me Land is out now. He's so conflicted by the Drake and Kendrick beef.
He compromised Margs.
Compromised
I had
Margs.
I had to.
You made.
Mark said that. What did he say? It's the Neek era.
He said
He said,
there's too many Neeks.
Yeah, there's
I
too
can't
many
wait for
Neeks
cool
in
kids
this.
to run this shit.
Yeah, and you know what? Why they killed us? Because they took it as me and Marks thinking that we're cool kids.
You do though.
Nah, but
Margs is 42 and with a gap.
I hear it completely.
nah, that was mad.
Yo,
No. They're the cool kids.
It wasn't
No,
me.
it's
The
what someone
timeline-
said. It's what
the
someone
timeline
said.
said Margs is 42 with a gap.
No, they jumped us, bro.
But you're not 42 with a
jumped
gap.
us.
With a gap.
I'm not 42.
It's like, it got to the point. Someone quote tweeted it with a picture of my face, and everyone was just laughing. I had to DM. My brethren was in there. I had to DM him like, "What's wrong?" He's like, "I don't even know."
Oh my gosh!
It's
Was you
jokes.
going back and forth with Mike? Did you DM someone? Because I'm sure someone
Yeah,
put
I
on their
DM'd
thing.
someone, I
If
DM'd
you see
someone.
what Lippy just
Yeah, I
DM'd you.
DM'd him
I
still.
did that last week when
No,
Chelsea
because I
lost.
know, bro. I know. I went through his pictures. I'm seeing my bridges in his pictures. I said, "Bro, are you good? What one? We're meant to be mutuals and
That's
that."
it, that's it.
Mama didn't even reply. Went on the timeline talking about Ra. But we're cool now, man. Big him up.
No, but sometimes you got to do that.
Yeah,
but I
man,
was
you
sending
have
my
to say,
postcard
bro,
out for ages.
You're right, bro. Like,
I hear it.
it wasn't even a fighting thing. It's whatever you're on, I'm on. You get
I don't
me,
think
bro?
I've used my Twitter DM since like 2016 or
Do you know
something.
how crazy it is when you get to the point where you DM someone who you don't know? Bro, I told you, I'm like, you started talking a bit smoky, so I'm in his DMs. I'm saying, stop the chat, forget it. Here's your postcode. He's like, I'm not back in the ends till Friday. I'm like, here's the postcode. I'll be here indefinitely.
When you land.
I'm ready.
Yeah.
Yeah. You saw it.
When you land,
Bro,
yeah,
I'm in the
yeah.
DMs now. And he was like, yeah, what are you going to be there? I'm like, bro, no more talking. I'm not doing any more talking. As soon as I see you, I'm setting pace.
Boys, because we're talking about current football, before we get into our list, we're going to go back to last week where STEVO, Lippy, you weren't here. We put a bet on using La Bombe. We predicted every single Premier League result
We did.
from Saturday and Sunday,
We did.
and we used La Bombe. We put £20 each in. Someone's walked away with all the money.
No, but have they?
Yes, and I'm going to explain who and how.
Was it me?
While Dan did have probably the most correct results, you get more points
for the correct
for a correct score.
Oh, score. Yeah. That makes
So, in last place, equal Margs and Poet.
Of course, they don't know.
That
ball.
makes sense.
They don't know ball.
You, brother.
They even look alike.
100%.
In third place,
I've worked hard for this. Man.
Geordie.
Yeah, man. I watched it. I was like, you ain't winning.
Games.
Second place, Savage Dan.
Oh, T, you are a bum. Rigged. This is rigged. You are a bum.
How can I rig the results
he
this
hasn't.
weekend?
This was like, come down with me.
When it got to the last one or last couple of results, he said, you know what? I think maybe this, but I've got to do this to
Separate
win.
myself from them.
To be fair.
I got those ones wrong.
Oh, was it?
The Brighton one I got right.
It's a big up Brighton, though.
One thing I've learned is don't pick based on
You can't.
emotion.
That's why all my betting career, I never bet on Chelsea.
This weekend, we're going to do La Bombe again. Every game predicted. It's great because it's obviously betting against your mates. It's not betting against the bookies. It's not letting the bookies take home your money. Someone in your crew is taking the money home.
I'm just going to ask you to lend me it back.
It's weekly. It's Premier League focused. Each player in the group has to make predictions on the weekend's matches before the kickoff in order to play. It times down, and everyone can see each other's predictions. Everyone can see what everyone else is picking. It's 6 points for a correct result, and it's 20 points for a correct score. My correct score was Newcastle 4-1 against Burnley.
So basically, once you get a correct score, you're out of sight.
Yeah.
Imagine getting 2.
Yeah.
Did you get 2?
No. But you can play on the app. The leaderboard changes, and you can see it. You can see what's going on live during the weekend. There's a little chat section as well, and you can check your stats, the weekly stats, to help you make your decisions. Are we ready to make predictions for this weekend.
Yep.
Jordy, we saying £20?
Yeah, man.
But staying £20, yeah?
25.
You lot can afford it?
Raise it. Raise it.
It's raise it, innit?
Raise it.
Let's
Raise
go
it.
25 this week. We got STEVO here.
I'm 4 bills down already.
We got big
I need
spenders
this raised
here.
way higher.
Yeah, you need to sort your tire out. All right, look, we're going to list what our predictions are in the comments, but we're going to focus on 3 games right now. The 3 biggest fixtures. Steve-O, who have you got in Man United versus Arsenal?
3-2 Arsenal.
3-2 Arsenal.
3-2
It's going to be a
Arsenal's gonna
big
be
scoring
goals.
game.
Yeah.
Who's Man United's goals coming from?
Arsenal.
A couple of goals.
I think Rashi, because we spoke, well, we didn't, but I watched the episode.
He might come up in this episode.
Who's got to save their season, and I think Rashford has got enough ability to say, you know what, I want to start turning it on. So I reckon he's going to turn it on against Arsenal, and he always does well against Arsenal.
Yeah, he's traditionally. Jordy, who have you got winning that game? You're going to back against Man United 2 weeks in a row?
I'm not going to back against Man United. I'm going to go 0-0.
Fair. Man United can't score.
0-0.
Casemiro at centre-back, definitely keeping a clean sheet.
Jesus.
0-0, man.
Dan, where you going? Man United, Arsenal?
I think we get goals in this, you know. End of the season, sun's beginning to come out just a little bit.
I hate that, by the way.
And I think
I hate sunny football.
Old Trafford, yes, they can't score, but I think they will this time. They know how to ruin an Arsenal parade. I'm going 2-2.
Desmond.
Lippy, it's your game of the season. This is the Lippy derby in a lot of ways.
I think it'll be high scoring as well. I'll go 4-2 Arsenal. 4-2. We'll go 3-1 up. 3-2. Then we score again and kill them.
What you got, T?
I've got written down 1-2. I think Arsenal are going to win 2-1. I think they'll go 2-0 up. Because Arsenal got this habit of trying to let teams back into games. I think Man United will get a bit of hope.
I think it's the theatre of dreams. I just think on a hot day, we've spoken about Manchester. I just think it's going to erupt. They know how to do it.
I think I'm going, by the way.
Steve-O, who have you got for Aston Villa versus Liverpool?
Tego, Aston Villa versus Liverpool. I have gone for a 2-1 to Aston Villa, my friend.
Jordy?
I've gone to a 2-2.
Dan?
1-2. Liverpool win.
Liverpool win. Lippy?
2-1 Villa.
I've gone 2-2. Villa been shaky, but they've got their spot now.
Yeah.
McGinn.
What have you got for the final score of Fulham versus Manchester City, Steve-O?
I've gone for 3-0 Man City. Yeah, you
Hey!
Man City.
Jordy, what have you got?
I've gone for 4-1 City. 4-1. City concede for some reason.
Fulham didn't score against Brentford.
Yeah, I was going to give them a goal, but
Nah,
Dan?
man.
3-0 City.
yeah. Oh, copycat.
Lippy?
You just done it after you saw me, bro.
I'll go 2-0 City.
I've got 3-0 as well, actually.
Why are
I've
they
got
so
3-0 as
good?
well.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Just
what are we
ruthless
doing?
efficiency,
Away
man.
from home, we don't
Ruthless
even care.
efficiency.
We're gonna move
We
to
don't
them.
care.
We're
Yeah,
gonna move to them.
Haaland shut you lot up, though, innit?
No, what do you mean? What does that mean?
Just-
really.
What was we saying?
But look, Le Bon, our league is set. You need to play it this weekend. Don't do an accumulator. You are much better off, you and your boys or you and your friends, getting together, building a Le Bon league. Everyone's setting their fee. Make sure the money's in there. And it's not getting everything right. It's just getting the most right. And you're going to walk away with the money. It's the best way to enjoy the last 2 weeks of this season. Le Bon, link in the description. And you can read our full predictions in the comments right now. All right, boys. We're going to count down the 10 most disappointing players in the Premier League this season. We put our votes in. There's a few players who didn't make it, who people might be shocked by, like Mikhailo Mudryk.
What?
Just didn't have expectations for him, really.
Yeah, there's no expectations.
I think people did have them.
Anthony, I didn't have expectations for him, really.
I did.
Not high.
Just
Not
never
high.
liked
I think
him.
I put him in there, though.
Darwin Núñez
Yeah.
What? No expectation. No.
What? He's not on the list?
He should be on the list.
didn't make top 10.
No,
made it.
and I don't think he should be.
He should be, man.
Number 10 on our list he's active. He got votes mainly from Steve-O and Jordy. And he's a winger. And his name as a disappointing player this season is Jack Grealish.
Yeah, man. 100%.
I don't know.
100% for the 100 million man. Come on, man. This year, if last year we say, okay, you get in the City way and all of that, and even you've done all right, to be honest with you.
He
You
should be
won the treble,
disappointed.
but brother, this year, let's go.
I've been quite
This is
impressed.
third year now.
Yeah.
So he's third.
I've been impressed.
Third year.
You've been impressed.
No, as in, I don't know what people expected
I think
of
it's
Jack
been his worst
Grealish.
year. It's been
No,
his
it
worst
might.
year.
I don't think it's his worst year. I think his numbers will still be pretty decent.
Numbers is in goals, assists. Nah, but they're never that good for...
No, but I'm saying in general, they probably won't be far lower than what they were. When I see him play, I do the eye test. When I see him play, I see the same player I saw last
All
year.
right, but okay, you do the eye test, but you've got to admit. I'm not saying you're not admitting it, but he should do more, bruv. When you're watching him, your eye should be like, come on, bruv. Like,
Nah, but you know how it goes. Like when people know what you're good at, they do everything to stop you doing that. So like you
and they shouldn't be able to stop you, Dan, if you're that good.
add that, couple that up with the introduction of Doku. I don't know why I'm even protecting Grealish. Like, but I'm saying
coming
like,
Chelsea.
he's coming Chelsea.
Is
But
it? Is that maybe?
the introduction of Doku as well has made it so that Grealish, if it's not working for 20 minutes or so, Pep's got ADHD, bro. He's gonna hook him.
He's weird. He's not a lot of starts. I mean, he has started games, but not really a lot. And there were people onto me because I said he hasn't been that injured this year. He hasn't been that injured. He's like missed
The
3-4
truth
games
is
for
about
injuries.
this list, some guys that have disappointed us, it won't even be their fault. And I think this might be Pep's fault.
I'm not. No City players will probably be in my list in my head.
I asked City fans. They suggested Jack. They suggested Kyle Walker, and they suggested maybe John Stones. City fans say that they've been disappointed by him this year.
No, but do you know what it is? People.
That's like 1 or 2 games.
He gets bun. He does get bun every now and then, you know. For the pace that he's got, he does get bun. So, like, Nicholas Jackson had him on strings for a little bit. But then obviously he couldn't put the ball in the back of the net. So it don't really matter. But I don't know, man. City are top, like they're top of the league if they win their game in hand. They've done everything right. I don't think I'm not putting any City player in
He came on late, didn't he?
Yeah. If Jack does step up, I think City probably more points ahead.
Yeah, that's possible.
Yeah, maybe. But people know City have dominated domestic football for years. Like, you know how you have to set up against them. You either be brave or you be passive. And either way, you probably still lose.
You didn't vote for him, so what's your overall opinion of Jack?
I hear what you're saying. I just don't think he's top 10 most. Like I said, I think this is his worst year. I think when he first got there, I think people exaggerated a little bit how bad he was. You knew
That was very exaggerated.
You knew he was
yeah.
going to be different from Villa. He was the guy. He's going to.
And they were used to the Sterling Sane
Yeah,
wingers
you
at
understand.
City.
So he was always there to do a different kind of ball retention. But I hear what you're saying, though, Steve. By this point, remember I said it on his first season. I said by the second season he'll be one of their main guys. He'll be like almost like halfway to the Villa Grealish.
But he was that in the second season. He was getting played.
I think
there.
for the second half of the season last year, definitely he almost won it for them. So and because of that, I thought, yeah, this is the season.
There
he
you go.
kicks on.
So because
and he didn't.
because his high was there, you're now coming into
You've got
it.
to play Doku at some point. So when it's not working, even if it's for 20 minutes, you load up Doku.
Do you think Pep likes Doku?
Yeah, but he's changing Doku as well. Pep only likes what he likes for like 15 minutes.
Well, number 9 on our list got a number 1 vote from Jordy.
I don't know. I don't even know who this is.
It's Mohamed Salah.
Oh.
And there's a lot of Liverpool fans who are very disappointed in what happened from the Man United game onwards.
It's very disappointing, man.
Yeah, he's been off the boil a little bit.
And
but
there are some that say there's maybe a trend. Gets to the business end of the season, maybe Salah starts to maybe not do it.
I think he's the last one left over there, man.
Yeah.
Attacking
He's been doing it
wise.
for
He's
years.
Mane gone, Firmino gone, Henderson, Wijnaldum, like.
I don't know his track record of business sense, but this business end has been bad for him.
It's
do you
been
know
bad.
what? He scores goals, but he misses a lot of chances.
And
But it don't matter.
That's fine. But now,
Always done that.
Even
always
from
done that.
Mark days, from way back, from years.
It's not his fault they're not winning the league. They should never have been in a title race.
True.
And I heard today that they were behind in 46% of their games this year. They conceded the first goal in 46.
comeback kings.
They're just not a team that should win the league. When you look at the efficiency of City and Arsenal, and just say Salah's going to bury it for 38 games, it's a big ask.
Bro, this Liverpool team have been like, not almost the same, but it's been pretty much the same Liverpool team for like the last 3-4 years. Like,
Oh no, this one's changed. This one's changed with their midfielders and
no,
the rest
but I'm
of it.
saying their main men.
Yeah, yeah.
Still Van Dijk,
Yeah.
still
Yeah,
Salah,
yeah,
still
yeah.
it's
Keeper,
it's still like there's still a lot of the same old guard there. They can't carry on forever, and they carried on till like it don't take much. One blip and you start to wobble. That's it. And Liverpool, you got Klopp announces.
That was mad. I think that should have stayed quiet.
I don't think it was an accident.
Of course it wasn't.
I don't
Did you
think Klopp's happy with
someone in-house
what's
didn't
been
say
happening. Because they say that Klopp signs Gakpo and Nunez and most of the other Liverpool players are like data signings. And those are the two you look at and go,
that? What? Bikini signings?
the other ones, yeah. But those two, Gakpo and Nunez, are maybe the ones that are a little bit make the least sense right now.
Well, I think Gakpo is on his way.
On his way
to being to be a good Liverpool
He's
player.
got no mentality.
No.
I got in his head at Stamford Bridge. I was on the side of the pitch. He wanted the ball back. I didn't give it back, and he looked at me like, "What's wrong with this guy?" He looked for help on my life before the match.
That was early Gakpo though.
Bro, he didn't touch the ball for ages.
Stevo, they won.
Oh, Liverpool won.
Doesn't matter. Chelsea were poor.
Your story's void.
Chelsea were poor, and I was on the Liverpool side of the train.
You got in his head. You made.
Haaland, you remember when Haaland didn't touch the ball for 25 minutes? Me, doing that. There was in the square right there. I'm staring, but I'm on the side like this, just looking at Haaland like this. Every time he looks at me, he's thinking, "Why is this guy just staring at me?" But he don't realize I'm doing a death stare.
If you do the death stare on someone for 20 minutes and they don't know it's a death stare, it's not a death stare.
He knew.
He knew.
He struggled. Players struggle with me.
Who was that?
No, Mo Salah.
Jack and Salah now.
Oh God, that's clock. What that is? You put him first. He's even in there. Okay, mad.
No, there's a lot of Liverpool fans that, look, when you go to the fan bases, talk to the fan bases. They've been moaning about Salah for
But do
a
you know
little
why?
while.
Because they know he wants to leave. This is what happens. One bit of news and everyone turns their back on you. Which I don't mind that, but they say you're ish now.
You know what's
Paul,
crazy?
Sorry, I know you can't swear no more.
It's funny you say that because I was going to say to you, who cares what But I've been arguing this week about Chelsea to my mate, saying, "Mate, I work with a Chelsea fan. Like, I'm listening to what they're saying."
What Chelsea fan?
Dan.
I don't know what. I'm more of a me fan.
Oh, you're not a Chelsea
we know
fan?
that.
Yeah, no, obviously. Bro, look,
He's a real Look at that, man. That's
come on, man,
crazy.
You know what I am, but I'm saying Chelsea are too like. What was that? What was you doing?
He's showing you his dry leg. Lippy, you gotta get Arsenal tight if they win the league. What?
Yeah, see, our thing is different. Where is yours? Where is yours?
I got no tats.
Oh, we're proper fans
we're
here,
proper
bro.
Proper fans. This is not
gotta
a
be
joke.
in your
You got
skin,
number one
bro.
neck
On your neck, man.
Now I got numero uno, bro.
Oh yeah,
Don't
yeah,
do
yeah.
that.
That one's crazy, Lips, man.
How's that
This is
crazy?
my first tat. My first ever tat.
Well, number 8 on our list got high votes from Tego and Stevo. Again, you might not have clocked this, but
Stevo.
Dejan Kulusevski ain't really
He
been
ain't
it this
done
year.
nothing.
He ain't done. I watched him the other
He's
day.
powder
yeah?
puff.
No,
Was you
no, but
expecting
he is
something?
good.
I definitely was, yeah.
Yeah, man.
No, but he's good. But I think, how many seasons has he been in the Premier?
This is third, half a season, full
He
season.
was better
third.
last year.
Yeah, it was good last year.
So I think
Decent.
last year might have been a purple patch. Tottenham are poor.
No,
You know what
he's
it
a
is?
player, though. He's a player.
Thank you. He's class, and I just expect more.
No, he has. I watched him the other day. Who did Tottenham play?
Chelsea.
Oh yeah, I watched him, and I saw a player in there.
Yeah.
Like I saw someone that like he was still better than the majority of Tottenham players. Obviously, Tottenham are poor.
No, it is. You can have all the ability, but if you haven't got that drive and
There's only one of
which
you
I
on the
think he
pitch.
lacks.
So I've come like there's one of you. There's 10 others. Like so, even if you're having a game from like given from the gods, and everyone else is kind of like a little bit, you'll look meaty as well.
But Tottenham didn't look meaty in the first half of the season. They looked very good.
They looked
in the
really
first half
good.
of the season. It's weird when you look at it because they didn't really have a striker. They had Richarlison who drifts, and they had Son who plays super high up, but obviously he's not physically a striker.
He could have been on a disappointing list.
Yeah, I think he could have been
I
as
think he
well. I
needs
didn't
to-
think
can we
about.
put
I
him in
didn't
now?
think about him.
I don't think Son's been
He's been kind of
disappointing.
dead this season.
You don't think he has?
No, he plays up front now.
No,
on
I
like
just
the
think
last man.
he's Brazilian. He should just be better.
No, Son.
Oh, I thought it was Richarlison.
I was like, what?
Nah, this is my second one.
Son's not Jack.
Son being Brazilian is crazy.
Son Brazilian, but he could be. That's what I'm saying.
Son's
he
got
could easily
17 goals and 9 assists this year.
Is it?
No, Son. Oh yeah. I was
When
talking
the hell
about
when
Richarlison.
did that happen, bro?
I'm still disappointed. I thought Son, from getting this new manager, getting the armband, the way they started, I think maybe the second half's been disappointing.
The
for me.
system's been weird for him because he's super high up the pitch. But
You lot need to stop taking the romance. This armband don't make you any better.
we are talking about Dan Kulusevski, who's no man's captain.
Yeah.
Look, it's Tottenham should be into the top 4 this year.
Was he on my list?
4 straight. Yeah, you put him in, yeah, because when you watched him the other day.
Yeah.
They've lost 4 straight now. They're probably going to lose a 5th straight. It's ugly.
Yeah, man.
Number 7 on our list, and here's the player who got votes from Lippy, Stevo and Tego,
Of course he did.
because the debate was, is he the best young centre-back in the Premier League? And that debate's probably over now, because he's not.
He's
Ibrahim Konate.
Yeah, man. I didn't want to mention it when we was talking Liverpool, but the reason that Liverpool are so, I'm not blaming him, but I guess they put a lot of hopes on him, and he has definitely not been it this season. And I think Liverpool could go and score 3. Or no, it's not even scoring. When they miss so many chances, I've gone with this hand, you see that? I changed it. When they miss so many chances, the pressure starts getting on because I know they think we're going to concede there. I think they think we're going to concede.
He's shaky.
Yeah, when teams get at him, I know Liverpool fans are like, switch centre backs, put Van Dijk over there because it's all going through Kanate, but you can't just switch centre backs these days. The way that the passing.
I think
lines
his
are
problem
and
is this is probably his clearest route to being a stone wall starter,
yeah,
and he's still off up.
yeah.
But excuse my French.
Is it
I'll be
Gerard
honest,
Conte
yeah,
next
I
year?
know a lot of people think Kanate is good. I don't think he's good.
I never rated him.
Because he's not good at actual football.
He's just very physical.
Yeah, I might hear you. I might hear you there.
Like Liverpool, like when they're doing their physical vibes and he fits in with that. But when it's like we're on top of the game, we need to just control and minimize threats. He can't do it, bro.
He's got a
Because he
mistake
looks
in him.
shaky on
Yeah,
the
he's too
So, like,
shaky, bro.
The ball will come to him, no pressure. You just got to
Yeah,
pop it out to your right back. He don't look right.
Yeah, when
It
he
don't
does
look
things,
right.
when he does things right, it still looks wrong.
Yeah.
He's one of them, man.
The ball out to the right, like it's simple
Yeah,
ball, but
yeah.
why does it look like you almost fell
He's
over?
nervous. He's nervous.
He had a really bad game against Everton, which is a bad place to have a
Do you
bad
think
game.
Van Dijk can't have partners?
No, Joel
No.
Matip and Joe Gomez
No, but
were
I
great.
think he might send you shop too much, and it knackers you. I think he sends
had
his
Lovren
partner shop too
looking
much, and it
quality
knackers
out.
him.
Konate is the perfect partner because you can send him shot because he looks ugly. No, not physically, not his face, but I'm saying he looks ugly
He's
on
a
the ball.
good-looking man, you know.
You know, like
The wrong sweets. Innit? You send your youth to the shop for sweets. He comes back with
Newspaper.
innit? Tin tomato and canned
I
coconut.
bought tomato puree in years. That's a decade.
You send him shop for sweets, and he comes back with tunes.
Yeah, literally, bruv. Yeah, cough sweets.
Cough sweets.
Comes back with lockets.
I
bruv.
sent Casey to the shop for tomato ketchup. She come back with tomato puree.
Now, that's health. That's health. That's health. That's health.
That's not help.
That's health.
That's help.
She's my smart kid. It's crazy.
Yeah, I hear it though. Because you know the thing about tomato ketchup is there's not that much tomatoes in there.
Tomato ketchup was sold in pharmacies back in the day as a
I
medicine.
believe him. I don't know why, but
Alright,
he's
T,
speaking
no,
with so
T,
much.
Honestly,
What we're gonna give me a fiver?
No, I'll just leave it alone and then just put it out. Just put this out.
Well, no, actually, I'm going to clear it up right
Thank
now.
you.
And it's important that I clear it
Thank
up.
you.
Because maybe we can distribute some ketchup to a few filthy fellas who might need it. Because in the 1830s, tomato ketchup was sold as medicine that could cure ailments like diarrhea, indigestion, and
Jaundice.
jaundice.
No way!
Hair loss.
You need ketchup. You need ketchup.
That was ketchup, not tomato puree.
But won't ketchup give you jaundice, though?
Too much of
It
it.
might be too much ketchup will give you jaundice.
That's too much. I need to go anyway.
Alright, someone CGI him. I still want him here, man.
Good luck with your La Bombe this weekend. Number 6 on our list, and he was voted number 1 by me, but he was also voted by Jordy, and it's breaking my heart. It's Raheem Sterling.
Never on my list.
Do you know what?
Why?
Where was he on my list?
3rd.
He wasn't on my list because I didn't. I wasn't expecting loads. Like
I was expecting the world from him.
Yeah.
More last year than this year, but goddamn,
I think honestly,
what he is now.
listen, call me crazy, but I believe that who Cole Palmer is for Chelsea, it was his job to be.
Yeah, but it's different.
Different player.
I'm talking one of those. In fact, you know what? They both come up in a cage, so they both know football better than that.
Yeah.
But I think Poch is making a statement here.
Oh yeah, he's getting told off now.
It's not even just that. I'm seeing in his little nuances in the interviews that suggest that when he's talking about senior players, he's talking about Raheem Sterling.
So is he cooked?
Which is no, I think Sterling's still a good player, but I just don't think with all the youth and all the kind of like inexperience that we've got around him, it works for him.
There's no talk
what
of
I'm
him
saying.
leaving,
Is
is there?
there a thing where, as a human, that Sterling thinks, spun this? Like, he done that whole England thing, was the best player in that last tournament. Everyone caned him.
I don't know him in it, but I think he would be. If I was him, I'd be in Bunnet mode right now.
Yeah, me too, man.
I don't know how old is he. Was he
29?
29. I
Yeah,
forget.
man. Like, and then he come to Chelsea, everyone starts like, he started this season really well. Really well. Was it this season or was it when he
Yes.
started
Yeah,
this season?
But he's on course to maybe nick a Europe now.
Yeah, but you, remember in the white shirt,
The
there are certain
Euros.
players.
No,
No, there
no,
are some
Europe,
players.
Chelsea, yeah, Chelsea.
No, but there are some players that even in the Euros in a white shirt, they perform better for England than they do for their clubs. Rashford's the same, but I just don't think Sterling, for whatever reason, like if the match day don't show you what you're seeing, training will. So if Poch is leaving him out, it means something's up.
He's been shifted around positions a lot. Is that?
Nah, he's played from the left every single time, pretty
No, he
much.
hasn't.
Or he's come through the
He's
middle.
played from
That's
the
it.
right. He's played up front. He's played attacking mid.
Attacking mid.
I've got a theory.
That was just on paper, man.
I've
I've
got-
never seen him take up that position.
It's true. It's on paper. I got a theory that maybe London is distracting him.
He's from London.
I love that one.
He's from London.
No, but he went to thingy at 16.
Nah, man. I just think he's very good at arriving in spaces, right? And then finishing the job. You're not really gonna get
He
too
don't do it
much
for you lot though, does he?
Yeah, but Tape.
Yeah, I think Tape's overrated.
Tape's not. It's not China White.
The thing is, Tape's decent if you're going there to record tunes as well.
Someone said you're a tape rapper. Like you sound like your mixtape was done in tape. That's what
Who said that?
it's a comment I read. But
Someone said my mixtape sounds like it was done in
yeah,
tape.
says that you recorded it in tape.
I don't even know what that sounds like. Is there a party in the
They
background?
just rebuilt the studio, so if it was a recent
Does it
comment,
sound
it's
good?
probably
Yeah,
decent.
that's what I'm saying. Maybe that's what they meant.
I had a hand in that.
Thank you, maybe.
Steve, are you off?
Yeah, I don't want to be, man. But I've got to go, boys.
You've
Yeah,
got
go triple threat.
priorities.
Huh?
You've got priorities.
I love you lot, man.
Yeah, go and leave us.
Make sure you do this list justice.
Yeah, go and leave us. That's what you always do.
What the hell kind of sentence was that on the way out?
This episode's gonna fly.
The final thumbnail is going to be like, what the hell?
Like, what the hell happened?
Do you know what's crazy? There was a time, wasn't even that long ago, where it was tough to get a seat at this
Subs.
table.
We had subs, remember?
We had them lining up.
We had subs.
And now, do you know what? It just makes you realize, it makes you appreciate the
Yeah,
years, the hard graft.
But look, thank you everyone who's filthy for 10 years. Thank you. That is amazing. That is so special. We've got unbelievable plans coming up for the next few months. But if you just joined us the other day, you're just as important. And that's one thing I don't think people understand.
Don't rub their back now.
Someone who jumps in late, like, oh, you're not a real fan. You weren't there. Like, that algorithm didn't teach me about this. But now you're here. Go back if you
I
want.
met a girl called Chelsea that supports Chelsea.
Oh, that's because of her dad then.
She watches.
Or her
Because
mum.
I tried to call my son Branislav. That was my first choice.
That works though.
Yeah,
Slav, just
Branislav
Slav.
or Eden. I was
Yeah.
trying to go with names that made sense. Obviously,
works.
we were league winning. Like
Yeah,
we were. But obviously, a couple of them got knocked back, and I understood the Branislav one.
So who's he named after now then? McCracken.
So I had to go to the youth team. And here's the worst thing: my missus don't even know.
Well, we made it to number 5 on our list. And he got a very high vote from Lippy. And also a high vote from Tego. And his name's Gabriel Martinelli.
Oh.
Had a bad season.
Wow.
Do you think?
Yeah.
No, Dan.
He's lost his place to Trossard.
Yeah, but Trossard's good.
Trossard
Oh,
is
hold
good,
on.
yeah.
By the way, let me say what I've always known about Martinelli. Because I know this with my eyes. When a player is faster than they think, it's never going to end well. He is faster. What he does in action is bigger than what he thinks. It's faster.
Yeah.
So, like, he's always just, like, scatty. Like, everything's too, like,
Junior Hoylett had that.
a lot of wingers have that.
Javinho.
A lot of wingers
Yeah.
have that.
Do you know what we should do from 5 onwards? Is call whether it was a purple patch.
I wonder how many of these players have actually got ADHD.
They're very, if any slight concern with a football player at a Premier League team now, the medication is bang straight
Yeah,
on the
but
desk.
the thing is, I'm a guy that I used to almost prescribe Ritalin
For who?
for everyone
You would prescribe Gabriel Martinelli with Ritalin?
if I thought it'd make him better, and I was an Arsenal fan.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'm probably better off.
As a neutral, what call would you make then? You just want the best for this player.
If I want the best for this player, I have no what's it called.
Yeah.
I would start him off in 36 milligrams.
Daily?
See how he responds. Maybe drop it down to 18.
Yeah.
You know, like that's it. Like that's it. Like that's.
Martinelli.
That's it. That's what I would do because you don't know, like different players see things differently. Do you want to hear something crazy?
Go on.
One time I remember I sparred on Ritalin
You must have
and
been
I
knocked
was
out.
sharp.
It's super focused.
You were
innit,
sharp.
Ritalin?
Is it?
Yeah, it focuses
Razor.
you.
Despite what the critics say, I don't have ADHD.
The critics.
Yeah. Like,
AKA
so for me,
the mother of your children.
I'm saying
That is the critics though. That is the critics.
like for me, I took it and I remember being so sharp that I remember saying to myself, I'm never taking this again.
And Gabriel Martinelli is desperately in need of it.
He needs it for the
Well, I
squad.
think there's many wingers in this league.
Go on,
Probably
give me
more on
another.
this list.
Give me another.
Who's gonna be? If Nunez took?
Yeah.
Ritter.
Yeah.
I wonder if his performance.
What it does, it
enhancing.
slows down. You know, like sometimes they do the hard bit, and then they snatch at the
What about
easy
Nicholas
bit.
Jackson?
Ritalin would help him hugely.
And he's good.
We need Ritalin. We know what Liverpool have done over the years. Yeah, we're not going to go into it.
Asthma,
Allegedly, but we know what they've done over
and
the
Man
years.
City, but
They've
allegedly.
missed the trick. They've gone with asthma. But let's go with ADHD.
Number 4 on our list. I'd like to know if you think he needs Ritalin or if you think he just needs a couple of pints of water. Marcus Rashford.
That's not Ritalin.
That's not Ritalin.
He just needs a couple of pints of water.
I think he might need a new city.
Yes.
I think he might need a new city.
I'm not sure if that city's London though.
Do you know? No, it's not. He's got to go like maybe PSG.
Paris. You're crazy.
He's not playing out in Paris. Everything's going to his yard.
You see M. Honcho?
Everything's going to M. Honcho's got his finger on the
On
post over
Sunday,
there.
I'm playing in a M. Huncho team.
Are you in his team? Yeah.
Marcus Rashford. I would probably have him first. I don't have him first in my list, so I'm lying, but
I think he runs Manny more than City players. Like, I've seen that guy dominate China White tea.
No, don't speak about China. That's his.
It's to a point now where I don't even want to slander him because I need to go there.
remember he went out that night when he was in Belfast.
Yeah.
That was this season.
He went to see his other Man United mate, ex-Man United mate.
I genuinely worry about Marcus Rashford. I genuinely think he needs a summer off.
I don't know how good he is.
That's the thing. I don't
Rashford
know.
is good. Bro, Rashford's good. Like in terms of like old school, they would stop the scouts coming to his matches, kind of good, because they didn't want people knowing about how good he is. He is a good player, of course he is.
Yeah. I don't know
But-
how good.
You know when they were comparing him to Mbappe, I think that's fair, but I do think China White is just a crazy place, and it's just one of those places that can
Swallow you up.
that's it.
It could swallow you up.
I know we're joking and
No,
we've seen him out, but is that what's affecting his performances?
All right, look, let's have a look at others then. Maybe that aren't him. Jadon Sancho. He came to United.
Jack Grealish
He
is on it.
wasn't
Jack Grealish
great.
is on it more than anybody.
What?
Allegedly.
Not in the same way.
Yeah, I think
you,
it's
you have to see it in person.
Yeah, I think it sounds good, but I think Rashford's on it the most, you know.
Bro, I'm talking just in general. Like some places don't necessarily suit certain people because they just force you to kind of coast. And football, if you coast, you're gonna see a drop in your performance because someone else behind you or someone else over there is working.
That's a worry then that Marcus Rashford just got his new deal, just had a good season.
It's to be expected. What do you mean? Of course, I grinded like a monster for this 350 grand deal, whatever it is. And now I get it. I can kind of take my foot off the pedal a little bit. That might even be
Dan,
human
they're
nature.
not in Europe. They're behind Chelsea
Yeah,
in the
but
league now.
you're asking someone.
That he's the man with the money.
You're asking someone to have hunger who had hunger and he got exactly what he wanted from that hunger. Maybe.
It's true.
and then he got
he's
it.
not elite then. If that, I'm not saying
No,
that's
I'm
what it
not
is,
saying
but
he's a
not
serial.
elite.
Like we're not. You know, like Ronaldo was at
A
a point he was
mentality monster,
addicted to winning. Rudiger addicted to winning. Like, I don't
Rudiger?
care what happens outside of this. I'm addicted to winning. Maybe that's just not the mentality of everyone. But like, there aren't that many mentality monsters out there nowadays.
26 years old.
That's why, as well. By the way,
But I just would never make that excuse for
most
another
people
player.
won't even know that Rashford is only 26.
This is like South American player come from the favelas and then made it big and then retired at 28 stuff.
When would you say Rashford's prime was? 2 years ago? 24?
They say he had his best season last season.
25. Still too young for a striker, if you ask me.
He's not a striker though.
Whatever he is, a forward off the wing.
Yeah.
Like, when it's all said and done, like, football's got so young that you're asking these immature kids who they're not in their bag yet, and they're rich, bro.
Right, watch
they're
this.
rich.
Watch this. I think maybe the problem is he's got the keys to the city. Because in a white shirt, he's a different man. Because he's not that guy there.
Come on, man. We can't be ascribing off-field stuff. This is a man who touches the pitch against Coventry, and Coventry players come off the pitch going,
Yeah, that was
"That's
bad.
Rashford."
That was bad.
Yeah, but you brought him on at what was the score when they brought him on?
No.
He started.
At 3-0.
Yeah, at 3-0 he came off.
Yeah. Okay, he did it. It was 3-0 on. 3-0 up.
Bro, the Coventry players came off like that can't be the guy
but you
you've
can have
not
one
been
of those
saying
games.
is.
I've had games.
He's
Like
had
that.
that season.
He's had a lot.
It's not a good season, but do you know, football's super contagious. If you get in your bag and you're like, this is me for the next year, I'm going to drive. You become the guy. But if you get in your mind, you're just like, I'm here now. It is what it is. I'm probably going to leave at the end of the season. Get me whatever it is. Blah blah blah. You play. It's just how it goes.
What changed though? Do you think last year?
They were media as
he had
well
his
last
great-
year. You know,
Yeah, I know. So what's changed? Because he had his best season last year.
contract.
That's sad. If you believe that, and I'm not saying like
I
look,
do.
I think that's sad.
There's the difference from last year because Luke Shaw was a constant for him. Behind him on the same wing, and then I don't know. Maybe Weghorst helped
Yeah.
as opposed to Hoyland.
I think people like loads of, especially forwards, it's patches. It is patches. Most forwards over the years have played in patches.
I'm tired of diagnosing it though.
That's the thing is every time we talk about him, it's like we're trying to figure out what the problem is.
There's a part of him that just maybe is a little bit over it, and maybe he needs a new scenery.
He
Maybe new
might
scenery.
be online too much too.
Is he?
He tweeted the other day like,
at like 1 a.m.
yeah, someone posted like, I can't believe you lot are tweeting this about Rashford, and then he tweeted, yeah,
It's
like,
getting too much. Or
it's getting
something
too
like
much. Enough is enough. I was
Yeah.
like, what?
Yeah, but it
And then
gets like that.
a couple months back, there was a statement, and
Yeah, but that's do you know what it is? They have to hold their tongue probably more than.
I feel like his PR team are very good at when he's in the worst form, being like, look over here. I think
No,
they're
but not
very
even
good
that,
at that.
bro. We know he's a top player. If you
Do we?
probably
Do we?
No, think about it properly. If he goes anywhere else
Anywhere.
anywhere,
yeah,
he's probably
They say,
better than he is now.
Pep wants him. They
Slightly.
say Pep would take him.
Anywhere, no, but he can't stay in Man U.
No, they never know.
But I'm talking if he goes Dortmund, you know what he does to that.
Slightly
You go
anywhere.
to you know what he does if he goes elsewhere. You just got to get him in the right places.
So Bruno Fernandez is the only Manchester United player with the mentality to survive Manchester
He's
United.
from Portugal. He don't even know what's on Dean's Gate.
Number 3 on our list, Dan, you definitely had this guy. I had him second highest, and Lippy had him quite high because I genuinely believed in him, and I still do, but whatever. Enzo Fernandez.
I don't want him on this list. I revoke it. So I let him be there, but I revoke
You
it.
saw what you did without him this weekend, right?
No, I know that the systems, but let's be honest, West Ham are poor. I'm looking at Enzo. He's a good player.
Very good.
Very, very good. And the thing about all our players are, they might not do it all season, but you know they've got the talent to do it at any given moment. West Ham was that given moment. It makes him maybe look worse than he is. Enzo is a very good footballer. And I think...
He's just disappointing, though.
No, I don't think he's disappointing. I think he does so many good things in a game, but they probably go unnoticed.
Granted, he's young, but for me, what I saw this season and the times when you were at your worst, Enzo Fernandez didn't look like... He looked like your worst... He looked like your worst midfielder.
He looked like he was a little bit lost because sometimes you don't know what your instructions are. Like, what the hell was happening around me? Like, I'm used to this, like everything being meticulous. And for a lot of the season, Chelsea have looked at 6s and 7s. I don't think it's on him. I think it will look like it's on him because he's a World Cup winner. He is he's probably the most talented. He is our best midfielder. He is our best midfielder. So what you expect from
the
your best
manager from the same country.
it doesn't matter. It doesn't always help. I'm from the same country as bear my uncles. Doesn't help me.
in what?
Nothing. That's it. That's it. I'm related to Bear Man. But it doesn't help.
The same country as bear of my uncle.
Go on, Jordy. What were you
Half
ready
of
to
them.
take back?
I don't like him.
You don't like him?
I did like him, but maybe he's just a good footballer.
He is a good footballer.
But what is that?
do you know what good footballers, especially as a midfielder?
Sean Longstaff's a good footballer.
All right, let's be honest. Yeah, he's not an 8. I wouldn't have him as an
You
8.
heard what I said. Do you want me to say it again?
I was thinking which Longstaff you were talking
Yeah,
about.
Sean.
All right, listen. He's a good midfielder, yeah? In fact, he's a very good midfielder. He's technically better than the majority of the midfielders in the league, yeah? It hasn't really worked for him because of systems, form, whatever it is. I mean, this hernia is not going to help him either.
No.
Let's be honest.
No, that definitely struggled at the end of the season.
All right,
with
well, let me
that.
ask you this, Dan, then. When is it him? At what point for you is it him?
When I see him stop showing effort on a pitch. Until then, I see what he actually does. And me as a midfielder, especially as a 6.5, yeah, I'm a 6, but I can go like I'm an 8. I can fraud myself to be an 8. Like, I know what he is, and I know what he's doing. I know he's doing his part. The problem is
Do
you've
you know
got
what?
10
Do you know what
others.
my problem is? This is how I sounded for Pogba.
No.
Yes.
Pogba is going to do 44 Cruyff turns
Oh my-
and then pass the ball to his right back. Like, listen, like, we're talking chalk and cheese here.
You're telling me
Maybe
about,
talent, yes. They'll have a similar talent level.
but you're gonna tell me he needs a better like backline behind him and that.
No, I'm not worried about that. Of course he does, but that's not nothing to do with him. That's just Chelsea. I'm saying what he's doing on the pitch, I'm not disappointed by.
I actually think he could end up in Juventus.
No, yeah, but he would boss it there.
Which 3 players would Chelsea fans vote as the most disappointing players this season?
Mudryk,
Yeah.
low IQ, fast, whatever, cool, low IQ. Probably Badiashile.
Disappointing.
Yeah,
Okay.
I've been disappointed by him.
People were very gassed by him at one point.
It's true.
I don't know
actually, yeah.
why.
Because he's got the tangibles.
Everyone has them now.
Mhm.
Every
I know what you
centre
mean.
back
I know what you
6'4"
mean. I know what you mean.
and French. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're all like,
Every centre back 6'4" and French.
It's actually true too.
who else would I have been? I guess people might say Reece James.
Nah,
Obviously, that's
take
because of
injuries
injury.
out
We
of
take
it.
injuries
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
We're taking injuries out.
Yeah.
Then,
Chilwell.
then Sterling.
Sterling.
Yeah, then Sterling.
People will be most disappointed with Sterling because we know what he can be and he's not been that.
And what you bought? You bought him to do something. He ain't done it yet.
I don't think anything we've done in terms of recruitment. I know I'm ruling myself out of a job here. I just think we've mashed ourselves up from the top. I think our recruitment hasn't suited the team, hasn't suited the players that have come in, it hasn't even suited the players that have gone out. Like, no one's thriving.
No.
No one. Maybe Loftus-Cheek. And that's it.
Tomori maybe.
Tomori. Maybe, like, Lukaku's having a half-decent season.
Oh,
That's
Havertz.
it.
Havertz. That's it.
And Havertz. And he's not going to win a league anyway. And Jorginho.
Number 2 on our list. This player was voted for by everyone except for Jordy, Andre Onana.
I didn't vote for him.
Nah.
That's a mistake.
He was supposed to make Man United a ball-playing team again.
I thought I voted for him. Listen, I don't need to check. He should have been in my list, and I'm disappointed.
He is not ball playing. He's not a ball playing keeper. I don't know what people thought they was doing. Like, what did people think they was getting?
He might actually only be ball playing.
No, but even that he's not that good at.
Yeah, no, but yeah. Yeah, but no, but yeah, but no, but
He's a DM.
It's weird because you don't want goalkeepers to have spells, but he's had good spells this year.
he has.
But you don't want goalkeepers can't have spells.
Because yeah,
Spurs is horrible.
and his bad spells are bad.
His bad spells have been ugly.
Loads of mistakes.
Bad spells are bad. And for some reason, this second keeper can't get a sniff.
It's the money.
This Turkish
The
guy.
Turkish guy, yeah.
It's money.
He played one game for us this year because Onana went AFCON to sit on the bench, by the way.
The pressure from the people that make these deals happen. And they like, we are pushing that. We spent this amount of money on this. That's an investment. So he plays.
He was a Champions League finalist last year. He was so good for Inter last year.
He has to play. That is our investment. So even if the investment goes wrong, we pretend it's not so that we can at least sell him. And that is just how it works.
Yeah, you're right.
Do you not think he's good?
Yeah, but I do think, like I say, goalkeepers shouldn't have spells. And maybe that comes down to the fact that you haven't had your proper central defence basically this season.
Does
Lissandro
he need
Martinez has
Ritalin?
been out.
He
Does
needs
he need
Ritalin.
Ritalin?
That's
a
a
bad
Ritalin
shout.
one.
Yeah. Him and Petrovic have the same kind of spooky aerial.
Do you know who really needs Ritalin? Who, in fact, who would maybe become the best keeper in the Prem with it? Pickford.
Interesting.
Or Ramsdale?
Both of them need Ritalin.
I'm guessing they're both on it.
Do you think?
I do, yeah.
I think they're on the substitute one, which I can name, but I won't name.
No, they're not paying us. Ritalin are paying
Yes.
us.
Yeah.
Oh, do you know the thing about Andre Onana that stinks is that just all of the Man United detractors just said it wouldn't work. This is nonsense. This ain't going to work. And I don't make them right, but I don't make them wrong. And I always hate being in that position where people that are just hating for just, I'm off the rip. That's my go-to position. When they end up being right, like I had the same thing with Mason Mount this last couple of weeks. I don't like Mason Mount. And look, well, I
do
can't
this with
argue
clothes.
with it.
I do this with clothes a lot. I look at something and I look at the model that's wearing it and I go check the size. It says he's 6'1" and wearing a size medium. I decide I'm going to wear I'll get the large.
Yeah.
And then whatever it is, yeah? And then it comes and it's just, it don't fit right for whatever reason. And I'm like, deep down, I knew this wasn't going to fit right.
Yeah.
I knew.
Yeah.
But I can send that back. Sometimes you try it, but you get it wrong. And you have to pay the postage fee to send it back or whatever it is. You might not get free returns. Except in the Premier League, you cannot get free returns. And I think that's something they should look at, Maybe a bargain. They need to do a thing where it's like, if it don't work, you go back to that club for 30% less than what you pay.
Yeah, so like instead of a buyback clause, it's a give back clause.
Give back.
Yeah.
Ooh.
But the problem is, though, what if I don't want him back?
No, that's
That's
not the
fine.
problem.
That's
You've
it.
got to chill
You can't
for
give
a
on
year
every
on
player.
I
that deal.
replaced him. I don't want him back.
It's a give back deal. You got to find a way to sell him.
Yeah, it doesn't work. That's why it doesn't exist.
Do you know how many players you lot would get back?
Well, think about if we didn't have refunds on our clothes. How much clothes you just have?
And that's Andrea Nana. Before we get to number one, I'm just going to list some players that you might be thinking, where's this player? Where's that player? They're not on because injuries basically made it impossible. Someone like Reece James, Mason Mount, Thomas Partey, Romeo Lavia, Terrell Malacia, Tyler Adams, Pedro Neto, Bama Dele Alli, Solly March, Kaoru Matoma, Dean Henderson. All these guys are just big injuries.
Did you just say Bama Dele Alli?
I know, innit?
That's his name.
What do you mean?
What do you
That's
mean?
his name.
What? That's his name?
Oh, yeah. His name.
So where's the Bama?
People call Bamadeli.
Is Bama Dele one word?
Yeah.
Bama Dele.
Yeah,
And he
Nigerian.
just put Dele on the back of
yeah,
his
he
shirt.
put Deli.
He's a bad boy,
Yeah.
That is
well,
crazy.
no, he's not. But
Well, no,
yeah,
he's a
he is.
G.
Yeah. He needs to
a
come
bad
here,
boy.
actually, Dele Alli.
Yeah.
But we've made it to number one on our list. There are other injured players, obviously, but I just thought I'd just list them. Number one on our list was voted for by everybody. And I had him third. Lippy had him first. Stevo had him first. Jordy had him fifth. Dan had him fifth.
I don't like this, man.
It's Casemiro.
I don't like this. It stank of United, man. I just don't like
Do you
this.
know what? Yeah, he has really gone off the ball. But do you know what that is? That's a player that can't be bothered anymore. Can you not see it? You can see when someone's trying, and I don't mean like Gallagher trying.
He's out of office. He's out of office is on.
He is done. He's in Dubai already.
I feel a bit sorry for him having to play centre back, but then at the same time, I think he's playing centre back because the manager's like, you can't keep up with these midfielders.
No, but even then, playing centre back is a shop window for you to you're supposed to unless you want to retire, unless you're looking at retirement this year.
Do you know what? When I saw him the first time at centre, I thought, oh my God, he's going to reinvent himself. This is a rebrand.
You do kind of look at him in that spot and think, oh my God, Eric Ten Hag's figured something. But there's been a few times that Eric Ten Hag's done something where I thought, whoa, he's figured something out. He ain't. He's never figured anything out.
When I saw Wan-Bissaka left back, I said, oh.
Yeah.
This season I went right of a back three, yeah, and I almost never made it out of that position because I ran the show from the
He
right
might
of
be
that
able
back
to do
three.
that in a back three, though.
I ran the show from. I couldn't play left centre half. I don't know why, because I've got a very decent left foot. I don't know why, but I couldn't do it. I couldn't. Maybe we start having a look at my wing back, my left wing back, as to why that connection wasn't really working. But I could run the show from back there. Casemiro should be able to absolutely run the show. He should look like Thiago Silva back there. He should.
Yeah, and he was bad in midfield this year. Like it's not
He's had
Did
it.
you lot see what Carragher said?
Jimmy Carragher said start learning Arabic.
He butchered him.
No, didn't he say leave football before football leaves you?
He butchered him.
Real Madrid have had your pants down again.
Do you know what's funny? I think Chelsea have been doing that too,
What?
Matic, Mata.
Mount.
Yeah, I think Chelsea have been doing it.
You know what
too.
it is? I think it's the mentality of players when they get to certain clubs. I think they feel like they can relax. Maybe it's something on the training ground because bad habits at a training ground, you'll see it on a pitch. So United have looked poor for years. Let's be honest. So maybe players are getting there thinking they're going to revive their career and they're like, do you know what? We're on the slide here. We're on the slide. Look at this. Look at this mess.
Look at this gym. It's old school complex.
Let's go.
It's going to be a
DSK.
very
Who said that?
interesting.
Someone said when they
Ronaldo
joined.
said that.
No, someone else recently, man.
What do you
It
mean?
might have been Bruno.
Who's the guy who's in charge now? What's his name?
Jim.
Jim.
So Jim Ratcliffe.
Just Jim Ratcliffe. They sent a memo out to the staff
Said
saying that
Jim.
saying that the whole facility's messy. It's rubbish everywhere.
No way.
Yeah.
You know, there was a statement United Twitter wrote, and we're aware of able-bodied people sitting in the using disabled chairs and getting the front
No
row.
way. They're doing it.
Bro, United is a nightmare right now.
You need to restaff
It's
everywhere.
no, they need to rebuild. That stadium.
Oh, that
is
stadium's
old.
a mess. Yeah, yeah.
Bro,
yeah.
I just don't know, man. But hire me.
Well, that is our top 10 of most disappointing players this season. Thank you for joining us on a Friday. Get your Le Bon leagues set up. Send us your screenshots. Let us know who's in your league, how much money's up for grabs. Because we haven't gone the full hog yet. We haven't done a £50 yet. We haven't done a 15 people in the group one. Because we're getting messages like, add me to the Le Bon, add me to the Le Bon. But if you haven't got stakes in it, like your predictions out in public, you lot don't care if Lumos wins. You only care if Dan wins or if the inevitable happens and I win again. That's the only thing you lot care about. So get Le Bon leagues for yourselves. And I'm going to run down the top 10 as we voted for it. Number 10 was Jack Grealish. Number 9, most disappointing, was Mo Salah. Number 8 was Dejan Kulusevski. A lot of wingers here. Yeah. Number 7, Ibrahim Konate. Number 6, Raheem Sterling. Number 5, Gabriel Martinelli. Number 4, Marcus Rashford. Number 3, Enzo Fernandez. Number 2, Andre Onana. And number 1, of course, is nose job himself, Casemiro.
Casamigos.
Filthy at 5, filthyat5.com. Thank you for coming. Subscribe to the channel. Love you all.